Hello, and welcome to the Wastelands, where everyone's a little mad and crazy is living a life realizing you lived it before. Today, last time, actually, we actually managed to, for the most part, clear up the storm coast and do a couple more table missions. Today, Dark is going to find himself repeating the thing he has done in his previous life in this world, which is hunting Darkspawn in Orzammar. I just hope that doesn't mean fighting another brute mother, because I've seen enough of those for one lifetime. So let's jump right in, because before we start the main part of the gameplay today, I have something fun planned. Something came to my attention, and executing that could allow me to play Dark more accurately as he is. Which means that I am going to do that right now, after the table missions. I also need to respec Dark a little, because there might be a more optimal build for what I'm going for, and I might try and get that so that I can do a little more damage. You know, these demons, I heard lately they've been all the rage. So, first the War Council.
Inquisitor.
Liliana. Oh, that's some good rewards. I should have had more faith in my agents. Of course, they tracked down Provident, who has sought shelter from the Mage Templar conflict with a wealthy Navarran patron. We provided a brief description of Bianca, and Provident adapted the design for a leaf spring stabilizer to suit one of her stocks. We were also able to secure his original designs for our own use in siege engines. Okay. Liliana's agents supplied my men with 4 names. Inquisition soldiers visited all four the same afternoon. 3 arrests and 1 death later. Every nobleman in Orlais who had even heard of the Eyes of the Maker recanted any involvement. I'm told a tiny little fellow by the name of Lord Benoit Galliano frantically offered gifts for the Herald of Andraste as a form of apology. Or so I assume. The soldiers report a man fled for the Anderfels that very evening. Resources. That's busy. complete. Resources. Complete, complete, complete. That's another mission I want to send her on. A report in Colin's hand. We've had a request for some general patrols. It is heartening that we are being looked to in this way, but I doubt we would find any activity directly related to Corypheus, and our resources are better sent elsewhere. The request was in the same region as the bandits reported by the Sutherland lad. Perhaps we should extend his duties? I'll notify the Sutherland boy. He'll have minor sanctions to request resources for patrols.
Inquisitor.
Okay, that is 2 of them done.
At your service.
And I'll do that for now. Cassandra approves.
It's good to see you.
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Alright, good night.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Alright. Any unique items I need to store? For the moment. And that's also a good one to store. Okay. Get this. Apply. Get this. Get this. 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 That's a good one as well. And these two. Apply. And then I need Spirit Blast. Apply. I need that as well. And then I need... Oh! Well, what do you know? I like that one. So I also want to try and aim getting chain lightning and static cage. The problem is, the other one, I don't know how valuable that is. Let me redo it. Why not? Little bit of a waste of money, but... Because the problem is that the other one... Maybe I should keep it for something else then. That might be better. Dispel and chain lightning. Let's do it for like this for now.
The pen is mighty.
Mix and match, pick your batch.
Cold, fire, fire. Well, it is temporary. I may need to acquire more stones in the long run, but for the moment, I'll make a level 1 and then later I'll make a level 2 one. Critical chance, flanking bonus, thunder on hit, critical chance, critical damage bonus, flanking damage, critical damage. Stagger, armor penetration, attack, 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 craft damage. No, more attack, why not? Heal on kill, barrier damage bonus, attack, barrier damage bonus. Attack, heal on kill. I'm gonna take that heal on kill. That seems interesting. So it's less for now, but I don't mind. I'm going to pick some items. Remove, confirm. Move, confirm, I don't know if I have a room for it. Let me check. I don't. Not yet, at least. I can try and make one. frost rune. I need... one blank rune and 6 frost essence. I think I know where to get that. But first of all, so... Oh, wait. That's actually not a good one. I misread that. Neither of these are good. Yes. At least for him. How much is my inventory? 20 of the 6. Sell all. Upgrade. Sell. Let me check if Varric has a better one. He already has that, so I can sell it. I'll keep those two, because those seem like they could be helpful. Gonna put those away for now. Let me go get the crafting ingredients. Okay, I'm gonna point out the fact that he's carrying that sword on his back like that is
Send
weird.
my regards to the Lady Ambassador. Her ancestor visited the Emporium in the Blessed Age.
It's kind of weird how he's carrying it like that when there's no blade attached to it. Also, really? I can't buy these things here.
myself to a candle mounted with the severed hand of a first acolyte of Razikel. I wonder, do the Montiliers still have it in their possession? I should like to see it again.
Okay, so they don't have it there. All right. Oh, wait, I forgot. Because I know I can get a blank rune here.
What? Assassins? Templars? Mages? Magisters?
No, who? What are them?
Sisters? Nobles? Merchants? Commission men? Wait. Is that it?
Nothing. But I got the blank rune, although I don't think I can add cold to it. But I'll try.
Inquisitor.
Where did demons come from? Mages.
Oh.
The faith. Where did they come from? The mages. What's for scalding?
I don't have enough frost essence. I only have 3 and I don't know where to get that. But that is for later then. So I'm going to send Josephine on another collection mission. And then I'm gonna head to Orzammar to try out my new sword. Oh wait, no, it is there. Okay, let's try here.
At your service.
And meanwhile, I am going to go to Orzammar.
The Darkspawn have been driven back on the Storm Coast.
Let us pray they do not return.
A construction team arrived in the Storm Coast Mountains and set up a mining lift. Let's go fight some Darkspawn, together with the dwarves of Orzammar. They're taking the dwarves to No, the dwarves are already in Orzammar. They're taking the Inquisitor to Orzammar. They're taking the Inquisitor to Orzammar. I want to try my sword.
Inquisitor, the workers are almost done building a lift to the deep roads. No Darkspawn trouble yet, but the earthquakes have been brutal.
I was told to meet a Shaper Volta.
She's waiting below. You won't see an Orzammar dwarf on the surface. They have rules about that.
Tell me about the earthquakes.
How many quakes have there been since you arrived?
Oh, is it?
At least 3 big rumblers. And the aftershocks are nothing to sneeze at.
Well, clearing the DLC first. How are the lyrium mines?
Josephine's report mentioned several lyrium mines were damaged by the quakes.
You'll see what's left of this one on your way down. From what I hear, the other mines are barely holding together.
No Darkspawns have surfaced?
So you haven't seen any Darkspawn up here?
I sharpened my arrows just in case, but they never showed. I'm okay with that.
You don't like Orzammar?
From your tone, I guess Orzammar isn't your favorite place.
I don't have an opinion. Cloud gazers like me aren't allowed in the city. The lift's ready for you. Try not to shift around, and keep back from the edge. It's a long way down.
That is a very rapid lift.
This reminds me of a story.
Shocking.
It's about an impossibly handsome dwarf and his friend who got crowned King of the Nugs.
A Nug King? Really?
It's not as good as it sounds. Nugs mostly just shit on the floor and roll in it. Welcome to the deep roads.
Is it me, or is this the slowest lift ever constructed?
I think this is a pretty
Better than
fast
climbing
one.
down.
I could do with some music. Something with a flute.
Always wondered if I'd die down here.
You're not dead yet.
The day's just starting.
You're not dead yet. Give it some time. The day's just starting.
Horut, Magirl, Novrik, your names will not be forgotten.
You must be Shaper Volta.
A trust Valar, Inquisitor. The Shaperate welcomes you to the deep roads.
Tell me about the Shaperate.
What does a Shaper do, exactly?
We chronicle the life and times of our people.
You're historians.
Also scholars and genealogists. Shapers preserve knowledge in the memories, an archive in Orzammar. We record memories in lyrium to ensure they never fade. We must be meticulous in every detail.
Why are you in the shadows?
You look as though you're hiding from something.
As a citizen of Orzammar, even a glimpse of your sky could cost me my position and render me castless.
Gotta love real dwarves.
How about all the casualties?
How many dwarves have you lost?
More than we can count. The mining caste has suffered greatly. Our situation has worsened since we contacted Skyhold. The quakes collapsed this mine and shattered a seal, keeping the Darkspawn at bay. The Legion of the Dead hasn't been able to mend the broken seal, and we can't afford to lose any more lyrium.
I know about the Legion.
I've read about the Legion of the Dead. Dwarves who fight Darkspawn in service to Orzammar. They commit their lives to the cause, and celebrate their own funerals before entering the Deep Roads.
No matter their sins in life, the Legion die noble deaths.
He would know the mines are important, so he wouldn't ask that, but why call upon the Inquisition?
Orzammar deals with Darkspawn all the time. Why request the Inquisition's help?
The Legion isn't prepared for this level of disaster, and the Grey Wardens haven't answered our calls for aid. Any threat to the flow of lyrium requires immediate response. The Inquisition is the only force we can rely upon.
We're happy to help.
The Inquisition stands ready to aid Orzammar. Without a steady lyrium supply, things on the surface will get even worse.
Apologies for pushing you. I fear the damage that tremor caused. Follow me to the Legion camp.
Yeah, it kind of is. An unsent letter from a miner. And that I mean somebody mining, not the other miner. Lord Gavon, I shouldn't have to remind you of the mining casts important to Orzammar, but apparently not even the ancestors can say when you last visited the memories. The lyrium trade is the only reason our kingdom still stands. It is what keeps the king's coffers fat so that we may play a part in whatever little wars are raging on the surface. But lyrium is as dangerous as it is profitable, and when I write to you saying that earthquakes are threatening one of our most lucrative mines, I expect faster response. Something unnatural is afoot. The shaft rats comes out of their holes chanting nonsense. Even my own crew, men and women I've worked with since I was a child, claim to hear something in the tremors. I don't care who or what you send to help us, just do it quickly. Minor Ordo. Huh. Okay, I kinda like this. I really like this.
Keep your eyes open. These roads are dangerous.
Storm Coast Fissure. From the ridge, exposed sections of the deep roads are visible below. There's history in the rocks, split by the quakes. And for those without sure footing, a practically dangerous fall.
Stay clear!
attack!
I didn't even realize he was immune. Oh, okay.
It's not focused on us! Now's the time to attack!
We're in this together. Oh, a tier 4 shield. Nice. Sorry, it's because I pressed a button I shouldn't have pressed. I managed to beat the ogre, but yikes.
never get used to the stench of darkspawn. They corrupt everything, even the air.
Thank you.
The broken seal ahead. It is worse than I thought.
I hear fighting, but I see no fighting. Now I see fighting.
Get those charges to the tunnels! Someone prime the sonic fuses!
We can't lose this position! Hurry!
Can't set the charges with those bastards breathing down our necks!
Clear out the darkspawn!
Oh yeah. They really did well making it look the part.
charges!
Now, set the charges!
Here we go.
Inquisitor, meet Lieutenant Wren, a veteran of the 5th Flight and one of the Legion's finest commanders.
Someone paid her to say that. Appreciate the help, Inquisitor. Collapsing that seal bought us time. Blighters had the run of these tunnels for days. Now they have a roadblock.
Tell me about the deep roads.
How many deep roads are there? How deep do they go?
They'll take you from one side of Thetis to the other, if you have a death wish.
The roads once connected dwarven cities that were hundreds of miles apart. Then came the Darkspawn. Ren and I have been exploring this region, reclaiming it, but the work is slow.
Mark the map, fight an army. Mark the map, fall in a hole. And so on.
Have you worked together long?
I get the impression you two have known each other a while.
Yeah. The Shaper had sent her to dig up some relics. Asked me to keep her out of trouble. That was 3 years ago.
You can quit any time.
Not when we still have things to fight about.
Your soldiers are impressive.
For such a small group, your people have held up well.
The Quakes took a lot of us. Reinforcements will be slow to arrive.
Take cover!
Those are not earthquakes. Or at least not natural earthquakes.
You heard that, yes? The rhythm in the tremors? It's clearer, stronger, more insistent.
I hear it. Doesn't prove a thing.
These quakes are not a natural disaster. They're deliberate. There's an intelligence behind them.
They're definitely powerful.
If something is causing them, the strength required would be incredible. What could do that?
Here we go.
I found an ancient text during an expedition with Ren last year. At the time, it was just a curiosity. But now... The text describes giant creatures, called Titans, living deep underground. They sing in the stone, shaping it. When these quakes began, I believe we heard that rhythm. I believe a Titan is causing all this destruction.
Titans? This is new.
I've never heard of Titans before. What else can you tell me about them?
The text I found predated the First Blight. Its pages had mostly rotted away. And there's no mention of the Titans in Orzamar's memories.
Which tells you something.
I don't hear a rhythm.
All I heard was an earthquake. How is it you and Ren hear a rhythm?
Our people have a strong connection to the stone. We feel it in a way topsiders cannot.
Shapers have great stone sense. And Volta's better than most. She never gets lost.
What do you mean by the stone?
You speak of the stone like it's more than walls.
The stone is eternal. She was here before us, and remains after we die.
But the stone isn't your god.
We don't worship her, but we do respect and honor her.
The stone makes us strong, and we return that strength to her when we die. It's difficult to express in words.
Strange singing is never good, though.
Mysterious songs often lure people to their deaths, or to an archdemon.
This rhythm isn't a song, exactly. It sounds like air flowing through lungs.
Air that can collapse a whole mine.
Dangerous, then. But a magic unique to the deep roads might be worth investigating.
You may be onto something.
In my experience, no explanation is too strange to consider.
For all we know, that text you found was a bedtime story. We can't be sure until we find the source.
The rhythm I sense in the quakes is emanating from somewhere far below. The stone will lead us there.
And if it comes to a fight, that'll be our job. There's a lift at the side passage nearby. Ready when you are.
Deep Roads exhibition table. Use the exhibition table to complete unique Inquisition operations called expeditions found in the area of the Deep Roads. Expeditions do not appear on the war table in Skyhold. But on top of that, I also have codex entries. Lieutenant Wren. Scribbled notes between Lieutenant Wren and Legionnaire Bernard. Lieutenant Wren. Sir, I reviewed our request for supplies. As your second, I am duty-bound to point out the absurd amount of ale listed. Unless we have resorted to drowning the Darkspawn, respectfully, Legionnaire Bernard. Bernard, don't be ridiculous. There's no such thing as an absurd amount of ale. Wren. Lieutenant Wren, you have requested more barrels than we have legionnaires. Respectfully, Legionnaire Bernard. Bernard, can't even let a dead man have some fun. Fine, reduce the number of barrels to half, but I expect Tapster's quality, not the piss they sent last time. Lieutenant Wren, I will make sure the Crown is aware that the ale is for the esteemed Lieutenant Wren, Vanquisher of Darkspawn, Hero of the Fifth Blight, and... what was the other title? I always forget. Respectfully, Legionnaire Bernard. Bernard. Owner of the boot in your ass, Salroka Wren. Okay, that was funny. Shaper Walter. My daughter. I regretted the way we parted from the moment you left Orzammar. The words I spoke shamed the ancestors and our house. Your mother still won't speak to me. Yesterday I passed by a funeral for a legionnaire. I looked in as they tattooed her face. The weight of the ink seemed heavy. In moments she aged 20 years. I know you are not part of the Legion, but sometimes it feels like I have lost my daughter all the same. I remember when you were a little girl, you'd drag me to the Shaperate just to skip down the aisles of books and records. You'd hum softly and run your tiny fingers along the spines of tomes you'd one day study. I still expect to find you there. They tell me the Legion commander with you is one of the best and I shouldn't worry. It may be weak, but I'm not ready to lose you to the stone. Please be careful. Your father. Ogre. So, since his return from Seheron, my brother Vero has had an affinity for horns. He's amassed quite a collection from Fald Kunari. At first, he kept them in his study, but soon the entire estate was overrun with the dreadful things. So when on a hunting trip we came across an ogre with black horns glistening like tar, you can imagine his glee. I warned him that Darkspawn are not like the Kunari, and ogres are especially cruel, but Vero was far into his cups, but that he needed an excuse to ignore his little sister. You go right, flank him, he spat, already stalking towards the creature. I circled the ogre and thought it strange that we had found one alone on the surface. From everything read, ogres traveled with a horde and were usually only spotted during blights. It was eating something. I was too far to see if its prey was animal or human. As I took my position and readied a paralysis spell, Vero prepared his opening attack. The ogre turned before the spell was cast. Its speed was unimaginable. Blood-stained claws wrapped around my brother's chest and crushed his ribcage like twigs. Vero was dead in an instant. I ran to gather forces to avenge him, but when we returned, the creature and Vero's body were gone. An excerpt from the Blighted Codex, a classified collection of studies on the Darkspawn, held safely in the Imperial Library in Minwood House, available only to the members of the Magisterium. I knew I forgot one, I just don't know where. Oh. Genlock. The pleasure Cassius takes in dissecting the beasts is repugnant. A genlock was on the operating table today. The man actually giggled as he put the knife to the monster's chest and black blood pooled from the incision. I wonder what sound it'd make if it were still alive, he mused, pulling back the flaps of thick pale skin. I don't know, gargling? If Cassius caught my tone, he ignored it and continued gabbing. So much muscle. Look at the hands, they're almost twice the size of the feet. Fetch me a jar. I obeyed, then stood back, covering my mouth to avoid the splatter as he removed each appendage. He separated the head last and held it up to his candlelight. The brood mother that spawned this creature was once a dwarf. What I would give to study one. Another jar, please. As Cassius dropped the head inside the glass container, I swear I saw the putrid eyes blink. I don't know how much more I can stomach. The Journal of Professor Arberg. I came expecting books worn from history's touch, their covers frayed and their spines exposed, but the memories are not written on fragile pages. They are runes crafted from lyrium. The never-fading symbols glow as if alive and capable of speech. The shapers tend to them with the deference of a grand cleric. The civilization's entire history catalogued and recorded for future generations. Well, almost their entire history. My shaper guide explained that I wouldn't find the names of surface houses, even prominent ones. The castlers are struck from the memories because they have no position in Orzammar society and have turned their backs on the stone. A bit much, if you ask me, but dwarves seem to be people of extremes. I was not permitted access to all of the Shaperate's records, only a select few, but I think I impressed them with my extensive knowledge of dwarven family trees. Journal of Tog. Orzammar. I should have listened to Daria. Kept my head down, focused on the drop. She warned me that Karshal doesn't like questions, but I'd heard stories of Orzammar my whole life, and if not for Mother's gambling, I'd have been raised there. The rift between our people is thicker than the ground that divides Orzammar from the surface. Our kin below think they're better than us, 'cause they've still got their stone sense. Daria said they treat me different. Even the dusters look down on a cloud gazer like me. I didn't choose to be born on the surface. I never had stone sense to lose. I just wanted to know what it was like, what it felt like. Topside, people talk like it's magic. You hear rumors of the stone guiding her children to lyrium veins, protecting them from cave-ins, or whispering the expecting mothers about their unborn infants' futures. According to Karshal, the reality of stone sense is much more mundane. While miners can hear the distant song of lyrium, no one has conversations with the stone. It's more of a connection. They can sense a passageway before reaching it, and can navigate the deep roads without getting hopelessly lost. My disappointment must have shown. Karshal asked if I had any other questions, then broke my nose for prying. It's been a bad trip. Lyrium blast charges. Mining lyrium is not the work for the faint-hearted. The stuff is dangerous to handle safely and difficult to find, and its veins only ever seem to run through the hardest rock. Lyrium is nothing but trouble, but luckily it offers a solution to its own problem. Pack the round amount in a small drum, prime it with a short fuse, light the thing, and run as fast as you can. The blast will leave your ears ringing for days after, but it will also explode any number of obstacles. There's a saying among long-time lyrium miners: when the going gets tough, the tough get out a blast charge and blow the great sudden hole in the stone. More reading. The Western Approach. Once these wastes were land of plenty. Can you believe it? The rain came north over the Gamorden peaks, turning the plains green and verdant for 3 months of the year. 800 years ago. That changed during the Second Blight. Darkspawn spilled out of an enormous crack in the earth, corrupting it with their foul blood. And it never recovered, even after they were driven back underground. The Grey Wardens built adamant fortress to stand watch over that chasm, but eventually even they abandoned it to the wind and to biting sand. What few of us eke out a living in this Maker's forsaken place do so knowing that any number of deaths await us. Darkspawn raids, dragons, bandits. Not to mention starvation from the lack of water and game. If we stay, it's because we know there are treasures buried in the bones of this place, ruins from the time when the winter ruled, and even earlier. We pass tales around our campfires of the things we have seen shrouded in the dust storms. My favorites are the ones about relics that could restore the western approach once more. But I don't believe them. Truth be told, on nights when the wind is calm, I can stand on a hilltop and see for miles in the moonlight, over the stark beauty of which no other Orlesian can claim to know the equal. On those nights, I hope it will never change. Samson's Tale. Oh yeah, that's the Samson song.
I've been meaning to ask, Inquisitor. Skyhold, how does it, well, hold in the sky?
The old fall into the sky routine.
How do you keep it from floating away?
It's built into a mountain.
Held by the stone, then.
You fought the Blight?
Shaper Volta said you're a veteran of the Blight.
I was a wet-nosed recruit.
But you survived.
Swing your axe long enough. You're bound to hit something.
You must have racked up a few stories.
Maybe when this is all over, I'll have the time and ale to tell them.
Most of Ren's stories end with decapitation.
I'm an efficient guy.
What about the Legion?
I'd like to know more about the Legion of the Dead.
The Legion's pretty straightforward. We keep the Darkspawn out of Orzammar, and we're sodding good at it. Becoming a Legionnaire is a lifelong oath, one that can't be broken. We celebrate our own funerals before coming to the Deep Roads. As far as our families in Orzammar are concerned, we're already dead. Hence the name.
You can't return to Orzammar.
That's quite the commitment.
It isn't a glamorous life. Every Legionnaire has their own reasons for joining. From the common criminal to the Deep Lord with illusions of grandeur. All are accepted.
What about you? Why did you join?
I had a responsibility.
You seem close with Volta.
A historian and a soldier. That's an unlikely friendship.
What makes you think we're friends?
The bickering.
Fair enough. Volta's got the stones of a silent sister. Doesn't mean I won't give her a hard time.
Thanks for your time.
The Inquisition is on everyone's lips. Even the Assembly has taken an interest. I'm told King Balin wished to meet you personally, but the Deshers talked him down. The earthquakes present too great a risk. When the previous king died, Orzammar nearly fell apart.
How do you become a Shaper?
How does one become a Shaper of memories?
I was born with a keen stone sense. It caught the Shaper's attention, but my passion for history earned me the title. It was never really a choice.
How do you know Titans exist?
You seem quite excited by the idea that these Titans may exist.
My connection to the stone allows me to hear it, but I can only listen. Titans can sing through the stone. It is extraordinary. We call ourselves children of the stone. What does that make the Titans?
Let's talk about Orzammar.
What's life like in Orzammar?
I haven't lived in Orzammar for 3 years, but I receive updates. Is there anything in particular you'd like to know?
Do you miss it?
Do you miss living there?
I do sometimes. Particularly the easy access to a warm bath and clean clothes. But the importance of my work outweighs the comforts of the city.
Dwarven politics interesting.
How's the political climate in Orzammar?
There have been riots due to food shortages, but they will pass, I hope. I've no doubt some Deshers will try to use the situation for their own gain. But the king has a good hold over the assembly.
Deshers?
What are Deshers?
Members of the assembly, all noble-born. Through the assembly, they govern Orzammar. The king presides over them.
Why are the castes so important?
The dwarf's caste seems to dictate their entire life in Orzammar.
I could bore you for hours about our society's castes and the tensions that go along with them. Simply put, citizens of Orzammar are born into a caste, and that is their lot in life. A member of the Smith caste can never join the warrior caste, and vice versa. Everything is predetermined.
You can't change castes?
There's no way for someone to change castes?
It is possible for a member of the lower caste to marry above their station, but only their children's caste will improve. Similarly, when dwarves are made casteless, so are their descendants.
Let's discuss something
That's enough
else.
about Orzammar.
Of course.
That's all for now.
Thanks for the insight, Shaper.
My pleasure, Inquisitor.
We'll speak another time.
Ooh, loot. Does anyone not have a necklace? Let's give him a little more constitution. So, since this doesn't seem somewhere I need Blackwall, I might switch him out and take Cassandra instead. Oh. Okay. Bummer.
So it's true. The king involved his service.
When it's quiet. Dearest Iora, this will never reach you. None of my letters will, but writing helps me cope with having joined the Legion. For all the dead I have already seen, there are wonders down here, and I wish you could see them. When it's quiet, there are still hints of what the deep roads used to be. Right now I'm sitting under a crumbling statue of a paragon. I asked Anza if she knew who it was, but the face is cracked. I like to think it's Endrin, Stonehammer, or Morok the Mole. Though I know you favor Estit the Grey. Back home I never cared about our history. Remember old Ostag shouting about Ozammar's former glory, naming pegs he'd never visited and people he'd only read about? I laughed at him, but being down here, seeing what we lost? There are more than roads, Iora. They connected our empire, let our culture flourish. The stone accepted us, and we lived and moved within her. Now we cling to her like someone drowning. Forgive me. All my letters end the same. Legionnaire Greg. Well, they're busy, so I can't even use that yet. So what do I need to do? Oh, right, I need to take the lift.
Run into an emissary.
Oh, now we definitely will.
I take it emissaries are bad?
Most Darkspawn are mindless killing machines, connected by the Blight. But emissaries are intelligent and use magic. Rash vine. Be wary when harvesting rash vine, because the plant comes by its name honestly. Indeed, calling its effect upon exposed skin a rash, it is an understatement. I've known apprentices who went without treating the red sores, assuming them irritating but harmless, and eventually required either magical healing or amputation. Once the poison gets into the blood, it causes a painful calcification that turns the surface skin stone gray, and that's only the first symptom. In addition, it's primarily found in marshes and remote areas of deep vegetation, so there's often danger in finding rash vine patches, even aside from that in collecting it. Fortunately, or unfortunately, if one happens to be a witless apprentice, rash vine has a number of useful applications. Salves that harden the skin or otherwise provide protection, not to mention being one of the primary ingredients for uneven fire. My advice? Use thick gloves and carry a sword. Shrieks. It had to be shrieks.
Thought you'd be used to all kinds of darkspawn.
Everyone's got their favorites.
They really changed shrieks. Made them look more humane. Kolk's journal. A torn page from a journal. Stone blind Kolk, they chanted. Their grubby fingers pushed my face into the ground, scraped the flesh from my ears, spilled blood. Two thumbs made black spots in my vision. Their voices were loud, so loud. But I hear her the loudest, the stone. When they left me in the quiet dark, she remained. Her soft lullaby told me of a way I could return, a song of my own. Filled with Mother's love, I gathered singing stone by hand. They said it would poison me, but Mother would never do that. Not to her son. Within her melody are secrets meant only for me.
This belonged to an exiled dwarf who was experimenting with raw lyrium.
Dwarven mugs. Pride of Nultur. The words "let them eat steak" are etched into the side of this well-worn tankard.
This door. There's something strange about it. Looks like our construction, but...
It's missing gears.
We have to find them. It's our only way through.
This gear is warm to the touch. Strange.
I don't recognize that metal. But we should only need one more.
So shady, how am I doing? Also, was that the emissary? Holy crap, that thing got an upgrade. Darkspawn emissaries. What I remember most is its tongue flapping against a row of spiky teeth. I'd heard emissaries possessed the ability to speak, but the words were unnatural. They twisted and lurched as they left the creature's mouth, accompanied with a spray of saliva. Have you ever experienced living flesh ground between your teeth? It asked Myla before biting through her throat. My ankles were broken from the battle, but I dragged myself away. The pain I felt would be nothing compared to what the emissary would do to me. Rikers stayed behind. I never knew if he was covering my escape, trying to save Milla, or had simply given up. I sensed a surge of dark magic, then heard his cry and thud. I didn't look back. Just crawled as fast as I could. When I reached the surface, the back of my boots were splattered with blood. Oh, isn't he a handsome fellow? More creatures? Shriek. An entire unit went into the ground, and only Tarquin returned. Syra found him bloody and shaking. We asked what happened, but only got incoherent mumblings for an answer. Syra isn't taking it well. She's close with Tarquin's family and fears how Magister Nastasia will react when we deliver what's left of her son. I still have hopes his mind will recover. Tarquin needs rest and wine, that's all. It's been nearly a fortnight, but Tarquin is showing progress. He no longer rocks, knees tied against his chest on the bed. Yesterday he even let Syra hold his hand. The mumbling has turned to silence, but I think words will come soon. We sent another unit down to investigate. Unsurprisingly, evidence of a bloodbath greeted them. Syra believed Tarquin's unit was ambushed. Half-eaten bodies and angry wounds from crude weapons point towards Darkspawn. Tarquin spoke today. Only one word, but it was enough. Shriek. 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 Syra held him as the shaking returned.
We have enough of these odd gears. Let's head back to the door.
Ooh. Varric. Oh, that's level 19. Okay. That's level 21. Might as well hold on to those. Level 21 and level 15. You know, I might be a little early here. Oh, I'm having fun. And I, as you probably know, I don't step out of the way of a challenge.
What a sod is that?
Gold's journal, a blood-spattered page from a journal. The song is soft, but hard to crack. I hear the words, I can even taste them, but I cannot say them. Maybe Mother needs me to remove my teeth. The words on every page in this book have been crossed out. Spidery scribbled notes fill the margins. Build a Star Wars, such an old game, not just for children though. Big cannot cover small. Left moves right, piece by piece. They'll never know. They'll never find what happened when the towers move. I found it, but I have no need of it anymore. Oh. I know this puzzle. Hey Pete, did that puzzle seem familiar? Ooh, that's a good schematic.
Ren, I'm sorry about Bernat. You served with him a long time.
It was quick. And Bernat returned to the stone with honor. We should all be so lucky.
It's all right to be upset.
I'm too old to be upset.
The gates of Sagrumar. Elaborate hand-carved stamps have formed the smudged ink letters on this parchment into a symmetrical pattern. I obey the Creator, my tasks are clear, commands will be fulfilled. Barriers, divisions to conquer, mazes, prisons to redeem, carvings, wounds to heal. My 3 sacred duties I must not fail. Doubt is my companion. Write down the questions, hope to learn answers. Who weaves the sigil? What does it summon? How does it trigger? The Creator knows everything, but still I ask, why am I chosen? So, since Colin is back, I do want to fast travel for a moment. Or 2 of them are back. The Inquisition's efforts in the Deep Roads would greatly benefit from additional logistical support at the main Legion of the Dead camp. Additional crafting tables can be constructed and quartermaster brought in to offer basic goods and services. Position forces have built additional... Yeah, okay. Huh, interesting. So I know where I need to come if I want to start crafting high level armor. The Inquisition has located several casks of dwarven ale in one of the upper rooms of the Darkspawn Wardens. Recovering them intact could be challenging, but success could mean a sizable boost to morale for the Legion troops stationed in the area. Okay. Let's keep exploring. Okay, save again.
It's open. Keep any gears we find. We may need more. And if we don't, I want to study them. Whatever they're made of wasn't mine down here.
Okay.
The rhythm in the tremors, it echoes through the stone. This way.
Nothing here? Nope.
Another strange door. Who put these here? And why?
This one uses a different kind of gear from the others.
We don't have to open it. My stone sense leads the other way. Though I am curious to see the other side.
You always are.
The gates of Sagrumar. Some of the hand-stamped ink letters on this parchment are hastily smeared over each other. Only the following words are legible. The Creator provides tools, burning wheels, lower gates. I break the lines, forge the broken sigil, locked the way behind, claws raking the door, scattering all the keys. What trails my steps? It does not matter, there is only forward.
That scar on your nose is new.
Yeah, well, fell out of bed.
You sleep on the ground.
Surprised me too.
Oh no. So, I'm gonna be honest. I should not have survived that fight. This subclass is busted. I rarely lost my barrier, and I don't even know how. I've been trying, but it is such a fun subclass to play, and I'm really constantly in their face. I like that. No. No, Luna. Stop. I've never... Warden Ilsa's diary. I've never had a diary before. Luna, stop. The wardens kept me too busy. But now I'm dying. And there's no one to talk to. I'm alone with the music in my head growing louder. I always wondered how the wardens knew when they heard the calling. I asked Liam once after too many drinks. "You'll know," he said. And I did. At first it was just a whisper, a creak in the door hinges I could put off oiling, but soon all I could hear was the music. It was there when I swung my staff and wiped the sweat from my brow. It lingered in Liam's laughter and stalked my dreams. I can't explain the sound, the song, but I knew. It's a poison that grows in the mind, then consumes the body. I came here to die, in that sacrifice, but I won't go quietly. I cut through the Darkspawn horde, expecting to find only more of them, the deeper I traveled, but nothing has matched my expectations. Deep roads brought to mind Darkspawn, dwarven ruins, caverns, and that, but there's an entire underground world here. Just today I came across plants with lyrium-streaked veins. I took a bath in a lake that held crisp, fresh water, and cautious animals, large and small, that I'd never seen before. I can't be the first warden to witness such wonders. I was distracted by the curiosities yesterday. Was it yesterday? I let my guard down, get comfortable. Easy to do when you know death is inevitable, but then I stumbled across something horrible. I smelled it before I saw it. Bodies. Hairlocks, genlocks, creatures I didn't recognize, hundreds of them. Mutilated, tortured, and thrown into the pits. I ran. Didn't see the hole. Can't move my legs. They look like they should hurt, but I can't feel it. The music is too loud, the hunger too strong. I can still crawl. I don't want to die like this.
This Grey Warden had a map. Could be important.
We love the barrier. The barrier. The barrier. We love the barrier.
been doing it your whole life, Inquisitor.
He means that as a compliment.
You're famous. Even down here. Is it true you killed a dragon?
That particular story is false.
No. I've always wanted to see a dragon.
I wonder what happens if you come back here after you do kill a dragon. Or if you did this. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. What if you do this mission later when you have fought a dragon? To be fair, that is fun, but I'm wondering, is it shady? Is it that just my sword replenishes my barrier, or does every spell I cast replenish my barrier? Well, I'll explain it after chat. Come on, can you not? Give me a moment. Ah! Fucking buttons. I don't know if I have. little help? Nope. Okay. Ah, come on. Where did it save? Oh, not that far. Okay. And with that, yeah. Well, with that, I'm going to take a short break. I'll be back in 10-15 minutes. See you all in a moment. Hello, and welcome back. So, before we continue, let's first look if friendly fire is on, which I don't think it is. Wait, was this? Friendly fire is off. Now I'm also going to check my AI. Let's see, Dorian. Barrier is on top. Although I don't know if that does anything. Anyway, here we go. Challenge. Stop. Back off. No, no. I'm dead. Once I'm through that door, if that happens again, I need to... No, there were just a lot of mobs. Oh, that took a while. Yeah, it was a close call though. Jesus. Okay, so first and foremost, let me upgrade my barrier. Thank you. Whoops. There we go. There should still be enemies around.
Look. That Ren. Could this be Tide Hedron?
Darkspawn all over it. You can see their torches.
Even Darkspawn appreciate a little mood lighting.
We're getting close to something.
Aye. The fight of our lives.
Hydran's Tide. A letter to Merchant Levnog, predating the First Blight. Levnog. More of the brand refused to make the journey to Hydran take. Rumors of the incident has spread, and no amount of coin or beatings could persuade them. I asked Miner Vasov to send the Izana shipment with his own crew, but have yet to receive a reply. I inquired if anyone else has heard from their Hydran contacts. Nothing. I worry that it has something to do with those creatures that wear the faces of the dead. Apparently, the king himself is leading a troop of warriors to check on the situation. Needless to say, the shipment will be late. I just hope it arrives at all. Jodon. Why is this quest leading? Oh. That's why.
There's nothing left of them. Can't even tell who they were.
I'm sorry, Ren.
You join the Legion knowing you're already dead. You don't fear the killing blow. We rest in the stone and pass our strength back to her. That's our reward. But the Darkspawn defiled these soldiers. They can't return to the stone. They'd only weaken her.
There's nothing to be done?
There must be some way to lay them to rest with honor.
We can burn the remains.
Aye. That's all we can do.
Okay, before I go deeper, let me first go back up and complete that mission. Nothing else here? Nope, nothing. Okay, let me save. Good thing it's a pretty straightforward path. The reason I'm also doing it now is because it looks like I'm gonna be going lower, and then I'm not gonna go all the way back, so I just wanted to get this last mission sorted and then push through to the end of the deep roads. So does this mean that this is new content for you, Shady? Or did you do this DLC? Ah. So the only DLC you haven't seen is Trespassers. Also, guys, you guys need to wash your clothes. Also, floating rubble, floating rubble. Construction team is completed to bridge Okay. Well, here we go. Hey, kids. Also, hey Shady, Dark fails the TDO test. Dark fails the TDO test because his weapon isn't properly attached to his back. It's kind of floating there. But at least he's proportionate. Could you imagine playing through all of Dragon Age with creations like Fashion Star? Oh, excuse me. You know what, Shady? Fair. Very fair. Oh, look, they build a bridge.
Keep your mouth closed when fighting Darkspawn. Their blood's poison.
I appreciate the
Thanks
advice.
for the warning.
There was this Carter boy, Vaughn, who joined the Legion around the same time I did. Fast with daggers. Could poke 50 holes in a Hurlock before the Blighter knew what happened. Daggers are messy. Vaughn swallowed some spatter. Took him 3 days to die.
We need to work on your stories, Grizzly.
It is. Now what's over here? Ow. Yeah, I'm cranking out some good damage. The Nut King. All praise the Nut King. Sate his appetite with cheese. Older is better.
Why is this here? Perhaps there's a use for it.
Nothing else here? Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything else in there. Iron. Iron. Blue. The gates of Segrimar. These hand-stamped, smudged ink letters are barely legible, overlapping each other in tight spirals in the parchment. Redemption should follow sacrifice. The Creator promised me. I end without hope. Every command a lie, each task a trap. Divided, I am conquered. The sigil breaks me. Oh, hi. Dwarven mugs. Enchanted Stein. A rune is attached. On the side opposite it reads Bodan and Son quality wares and enchantments. Huh. Thank you. I'm really trying. Also, Bodan and Son. Isn't that enchantment? Yes, Bodan and Sons. Here, I'll show you. If I can find it. One moment. is that? Here, Shady. What's more interesting is the fact that I found this in this location. I remember that somebody made a drawing about something down there somewhere. Yeah, but we got somewhere where we had to build to get there, so that is strange. So that should be around there somewhere, I think. I wonder if I got everything here. Excuse me?
Lost a good soldier in the roads once. Fell down a hole. Found her 3 days later.
He loves this story.
She spent a whole day telling us all the strange things she saw while lost. A golden longboat floating in the air. Packs of hairless children hunting nugs. A giant skeleton on a throne.
Was it true?
Never found out. She woke up the next day. Couldn't remember any of it.
So let's see what's over here, since this seems to be a dead end. Ooh, iron. Huh? Oh, ik ben vergeten het zou vermogen zijn. Apologies. Wait, is that all back already? Wow, ingredients grow fast here. Best leave that be.
This matches what's on the Grey Warden's map. Time to look around.
The gates of Segramar. The word of these torn parchments are handwritten in ink as rusty as dried blood. Terrible, to sacrifice one's own child with a lie. I prayed on perfectly trusting fate, but how could I explain my desperation? The deep roads wind in deceitful spirals, concealing the sigils from casual observance. I could not discern its true pattern until I stood in the fade and gazed down upon the vast, malevolent engravings. Its artist remains unknown, but its horrifying intent was all too clear, as was my necessity. I only wished it had not cost you, my only child. I could not build the locked barriers that would carve the marks and break the sigil. You alone could save us all, but only by destroying yourself, and I let you do it. Forgive me. The rest of the text is illegible scratches. The lines and throws form a disturbing pattern if stared at too long.
A lost caravan. They may have been down here for centuries. I wonder if anything's left. These goods are amazingly well preserved.
So, what's over here?
I've heard encouraging things about your progress topside. That you're bringing order to the chaos.
That's what they tell me.
We could use that down here.
So since this is going deeper, Well, I think one of them glitched. So there was a way around. I see. So what's down this path?
Something over there. Spindle leads,
Spindleweed, spindleweed, more spindleweed. How did they get up there? Huh. Level 26 sword. Where's flashlight? More flashlight. So what's down here? There's a torch here.
I heard the hero of Ferelden came down here during the Blight.
Cardall met the Warden, but I never had the pleasure.
Do you often see Grey Wardens?
From time to time. They're a good bunch. Tough in a fight. Fearless.
Here Dark goes talking about himself again. Let me upgrade my attacks a little more. Oh wait, he isn't level up. He is. Yeah, let's give him that as well. And Barrick. Oh right, there was a creature I hadn't read yet. Revenant. Oh, right. Okay. An entire unit of men, all slain by one creature. I didn't believe it at first, your perfection, but it appears that this is so. We have a survivor, and while at first I thought his rantings were pure exaggeration, it appears to be no simple skeleton. The descriptions of the creature's abilities were eerily similar to those of our brothers at Marna's spell encountered almost an age ago. Men pulled through the air to skewer themselves on the creature's blade, an attack so quick that it was able to assault multiple opponents at once. No, your perfection. What we have here is indeed a revenant, and nothing less. From a letter to Divine Amara III, 571 Exalted. A revenant is a corpse possessed by a demon of pride or of desire, making it among the most powerful possessed opponents one can face. Many possess spells, but most are armed and armored and prefer to use their martial talents. They are weak against physical attacks, but regenerate quickly and commonly use telekinesis to pull opponents into melee range, should they try and flee. Revenants also have the ability to strike multiple opponents surrounding them. Stay at range if possible and strike quickly. That is the only way to take such a creature down. Or, you know, you could face tank him and just never let your barrier drop. Kolk's journal, a crumpled page from a journal. Mother holds me when I sleep. Warm, so warm. Her rhythm flows through my throat, burning until the miners and their fat, cruel hands are a distant memory. Kolk is memory. I am sun. The words come in waves. I will drown in them for her.
More on the lyrium experiments. Looks like his results were inconclusive.
More deep mushroom. More deep mushroom. Yeah, nothing here. More deep mushroom. Can never have enough. Well, I saw something there. Not sure I liked what I saw. Yeah, as I figured. I don't even want to know if this is water or blood. Because it seems very red to just be water. So that's the way I need to go. So I should go back and check what that other route is.
Go deeper.
Only way down from here is falling. Not keen on that.
I'd also like to avoid falling if we're counting votes.
There has to be another way.
Dwarven mugs. Brennan's custom mix. The mug bears the inscription 5 minutes here is 15 minutes there. Well, I am close to making another camp, so I might be able to do that expedition from there.
Darkspawn are getting worse. Must be close to a nest.
That explains the stench.
Maybe I am. Oh, thank you. Oh, awkward. Yeah, good point. Oh, I can't save. What is it with all these emissaries? More fighting up ahead. Gold's journal. The last entry in a bloodstained journal with several pages missing. Mother's song leaks out of me. Liquid fire spills from my eyes, mouth, and ears. I give her everything and become a verse in her chorus. I am finally complete. It was never about the words, only the song.
So that's how the living experience ended.
Well, I'm gonna have to remember this is here, because my inventory is full. And fuck it all, I guess. Let me guess, I need to restart the entire fight? Yep. Fucking bullshit. Nope, I have to redo the entire thing. Yes, Teats. This is where I'm gonna call it up because I don't have the time to do another round of that entire fight. But yes. What is it? Sure. Excuse me. Yes, what have you decided? Sure. That's for the... So, no clips. So let me just set up a raid if there's one available. There isn't. So with that, I wish you all a pleasant evening. Stay safe out there, Wastelanders. It's a dangerous world out there.